Hi. Um, we had therapy today. When I told her the whole thing about his apartment and the internet issue and him arguing about it and potentially losing it, she was the same as me. She was at a loss for words on his actions. I think she thinks I am being far nicer and far more patient than I need to be with everything. I think she is she's a little perplexed at how, I don't know, I'm just kind of staying so neutral and everything. She knows I'm waiting for the wait period for the divorce to be over, and I don't know how long it'll take for it to finally get finalized, but she knows that is what I'm waiting for. So today, after getting home, he comes in, he's like, "Well, I have some good news and bad news." I'm like, great. And it really wasn't good news, bad news. It was, to me, bad news. It was, well, they're giving me 24 hours to decide whether or not I want to keep the apartment, or I can back out. He's like, and I won't back out if I don't get my full refund. But they're giving him his full refund, so he's backing out. So I said, okay, well, maybe you need to take tomorrow off to go looking for a new place. Ideally, I would like to keep the move out date the same, so October 22nd. I am willing to give you till the end of October. And he said, okay. And he's very stressed out now about it. It's his own fault. And so I reiterated when he came down to tell me that they were going to give a full refund. And that he's going to look into taking tomorrow off. And I said, okay. And I looked at him and I told him, I have been far nicer and more patient than anyone in this situation should be. And I told him, you are a word that starts with a D, and you wanted this divorce. And he said, okay. And he left. Like, yeah, you wanted this divorce. I am not holding your hand. I do not care if you lose out on some money. I don't care. I don't care. This is what you wanted. Move out. I applied you for that apartment. I paid the security deposit. I went shopping to fill up your new apartment with the stuff that you wanted to take from this house. Like, oh. So, but I feel like I really held firm in that I told him, you cannot keep delaying this. He's like, I know. Does he, though? Really? And, I told her, like, he puts on this, oh, I'm so stressed out. Poor me. Poor pitiful me. And she's like, are you feeding into that? And I said, no. One day, I think I said it last week. I said, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm just stressed. And it's like, okay, I'm going to go mow the lawn. Okay. I do not have sympathy for you. This is what you wanted. Find someone else. And I'm at the point now, like, I am totally fine being the villain in a story. It'd be interesting to know what he has told other people. I don't care, though. Like, I don't care. I know the truth. I know I am going to be happier in the end. And I don't really care if the finances are harder after this. And that seems to be the only thing he can think about is the finances. Which at first, yeah, that was the heavy hitter for me too. But now it's like, it's worth it. Yeah. Funny how things change. So, and then on the way home, I'm like, I really want some ice cream. I really want a Blizzard. So I stopped at Dairy Queen and I got a salad and a Blizzard and a big diet soda. And then because I knew he was coming, I got him food too because see how nice I am? And we timed it perfectly. I got home, got out of the car, and was pulling in the trash barrel, and he was literally just pulling up. So I'm like, perfect timing. So yeah, that's where we're at. I did call and tell my mom, and I know that stressed her out, but and I told her therapist said that we should have an eviction notice ready to go that I can just give them and be done with. So, and then I told my niece, I'm like, call me when you get off work. I'm like, it's nothing big, but I need to tell you. Because I just texted her, I'm like, girl. And she goes, that's my favorite text. So, tell her. And part of that is just kind of venting out my frustrations and then feeling a little better. So, sorry, Mom, for the stress, but I honestly don't feel that stressed. I just feel frustrated. And this is probably like the weirdest divorce. Well, probably not, but I mean, it's not a typical divorce. We've been very civil, very nice. Only a couple little like arguments. The worst one probably being, was that last week, the week before, last week, I think, with the whole Ethel's collar and everything. And it's just the audacity of that man, If you watch Charlotte Dobre, ugh. And it's just, I know it's like he can have his emotions and his feelings too, but if he gets mad at me and stuff, it's just like instantly like, for some reason I feel like you're not allowed to be mad at me. You are the one that wanted this. But I know, that's not realistic. I wasn't perfect. It's why I'm in therapy, because I know I was not perfect, and I know I need help, and I know I need to work on things. But still. And I told her how a lot of the times, like if he calls me or something, and he'll just go off and like, well, we need to do this, and this, and this. And I get so irritated. Like, I know what we need to do. I know what still needs to be done. Why are you telling me I'm the one that has done everything so far? And she said, it's because it's how it always used to be. He's used to pushing you around, telling you what to do, and being the boss. And she's like, and now you're not putting up with it. She's like, before he'd be like, well, we need to do this, and then you would fill everything in, and then you would do it. And now, you know what to do, so you're doing your part of the things. Yeah. I got my new debit card for my new bank account today. So that was good. Oh, and she was very proud of me for going to Walmart on Saturday at noon by myself. She says that's something she doesn't even like to do. So she was really happy about that. So that's good. She was really happy about setting up my new bank account. Oh, and I got the cutest new butter dish because I'm going to give him this other one. And I got here today. It's so cute. If I remember after it gets washed, I'll show you. It's just so cute. It's silly to have these things, but they like genuinely bring me some happiness. And it's because like, it's what I wanted, what I liked. And that's nice. I don't have to think about anyone else. I mean, and I would think about him for things like that. And he would say, I don't care, until we had a fight, and then he'd bring something up that I was like, you said you didn't care. I asked you. I wanted your opinion. Oh, yeah. But honestly, I know I'm like ranting and I'm frustrated, but like I really don't feel stressed. I feel pretty good. And I saved my Blizzard, so I'm going to go enjoy that. Yum. So at least it felt like at this point he was receptive and understanding. I mean, we'll see how it goes in the next couple of days because I'm sure it's going to change. Yeah. I just don't know. It did make me feel better though that she was kind of blown away by it all too and didn't have words for it either. So I felt like, I'm not being irrational or like crazy or anything. I honestly feel like I'm being like she was honestly kind of said like she doesn't quite understand how like I'm being so calm, I guess, and like patient and like nice towards him and everything. Yeah. Just a weird situation. And I always told him, I am really patient until you push me beyond the point that beyond the point that anyone could take it. And then I'm just losing my mind. Like, if these last couple months have not shown you how patient I've been, the first 2 to 3 weeks, they were hard. And I cried and cried. I cried on here. It was hard. And my therapist agreed that, after I kind of realized that I can handle it, that it will be better. And I like leveled off and like I'm okay. I can do hard things. I mean, that first week felt impossible. But I'm still here. I'm now ready for him to leave. And now I am ready to move on with my life, figure out who I am, what I want. 2 months ago, nope. That wasn't even a possibility to me. So there's hope. If you're going through divorce, I know mine's not typical, but there's hope. I promise you that. I promise that. So that's it for today. Gonna take care of the dogs. I got all my little chores done. It's another beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy my blizzard. Read my book tonight. Oh, and talk to my niece here in a little bit. So I will probably check in tomorrow. I like to try and check in every day. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. And I love you. Bye.